Hello, welcome to Hope for Flint. I'm your host, Kristen Wolosinovich, and as you can see at the Ferris wheel downtown Flint studio, Hope for Flint studio, I've got a full panel today. I don't think I've ever had this many people in my studio. I couldn't be happier. And I'm going to start with a very not attractive woman at the end of the bench. My dear sweet friend, I love and adore you, Tina Eisenbeis. Hello.
Thank you, Kristen.
I see you today, and you got more muscles. I didn't even know that was possible.
Well,
more muscles. Who
I'm
are
trying.
you? You look amazing.
Thank you.
Well, you're here today with, this is your posse, this is your
Right.
crew, these are your peeps, which we will get to them. They're very cute. We love them. But you also, to talk about the London Strong Foundation and to talk about the upcoming race.
Right.
But before we get to that, you are in a show, correct?
Oh, boy.
Tell me
Yes.
a little bit about that. That's why you look a little extra buff to me.
Well, I'm going to Nationals next week. I
Okay.
leave Wednesday in Pittsburgh, and
You go to Nationals, you
Yep.
leave for Pittsburgh. So we want our viewers and listeners to vote for you, right? Because
you're
they're
talking
voting
about that
Facebook.
one.
Yes.
That's a different competition. Yes, it's Miss Health and Fitness 2019, and the top person gets $20,000. And you have to vote every day. You get
Okay.
a free vote every day, and then there's warrior votes that you pay for, and it goes to the wounded warrior.
Okay, excellent.
And right now I'm in first place. I made it through round one, and round two ends today, but I need that daily vote. It's
Okay.
a daily free vote.
Okay, so go on Tina Eisenbeis,
Right.
and we'll share it through Hope for Flint. And
That would be great.
Make sure you guys vote every single day.
Yes, and that $20,000 I plan on buying AEDs with. All of it will go to London Strong. It'll buy about 10 to 13 AEDs. So I hope I get it.
You are going to get it.
Yes.
So we will make sure we pass it on. So
Thank you.
real quickly, the London Strong Foundation. Tell us a little bit about this organization.
Okay, well, as you know, London passed away last year, February 27th, 2018, and we created a foundation in her honor, and we bring awareness to CPR and AEDs and how they save lives, and we grant AEDs into the community.
And for our viewers and listeners, an AED is
It's where they shock the heart.
where they go in and they
Right.
shock the heart
The
when they're
machine.
doing CPR, correct?
Yes, you do this. It's part of
First-
CPR. And
First
it's,
responders.
Right. And actually, a lot of facilities have them. They're located, you'll go to gyms, you'll see them.
Mm-hmm.
But in this external automated defibrillator. And if somebody's not in the right rhythm and they're in cardiac arrest, you shock the heart and it brings them back.
But during this journey, what we have learned is not everyone has them. And this has been kind of your focus and journey to ensure an AED is in every single facility.
Right.
Correct?
Yes, that's what we're doing.
And our beautiful, dear, sweet London, how old was she?
10.
10 years old, and this is our baby. This is everybody's baby. So this is what the foundation has been built upon, and now we have a big race coming up. Tell us about the race. So
Right.
what day is the race?
It's on Thursday, July 25th.
Okay, it's coming up.
Right.
I ran it last year. I won it for the 100 plus female category. Actually, a woman walking it beat me in that category, but I'm probably going to, is it okay that I register in that?
Well, of
100
course.
You don't ID me at the race, but
Well,
so last year was race number
1.
and did the numbers blow you away?
Yes, we had almost 900 registrants. And then we had people that were there just to participate and cheer on and in the
late-
festivities.
And late registration.
Oh, yeah, we had a lot show up on on actually the day of registration,
Yes. And so
the day of the race.
real quickly, the gentleman next to you, please introduce me to him.
This is Brad Brown, and he is the core of this. So I'll let him take over and explain what he
Okay.
does.
So Brad Brown, welcome.
Complete Runner,
And I
right.
just heard through a little birdie, Brad just got married.
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Pretty excited, I know.
No, congratulations.
Yeah, it was
How
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, Friday got married and
Friday?
Yeah.
And we got you today?
I know. How about that? Yeah.
Goodness. Well, we are lucky. So, Brad Brown, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So Brad Brown, I own Complete Runner here in Flint.
Okay.
So running and walking store.
Excellent. Where are you located?
Corner of Court and Dort.
Court and Dort. Okay, excellent. So, what's your role in the London Strong race?
Story is, Mary actually came to me shortly after London had passed and said that she wanted to do something for the family, and she wanted to put together a race.
Okay.
That's kind of my expertise. We do races, so
Okay.
so we came up with some ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and then she went back to Tina and said, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And off it went. And as Tina was just saying, it was overwhelming,
Mm-hmm.
the response.
It's, looking back in the promotions for this year's race and looking back at the video and being able to see what you did last year and the blue everywhere, just miles of blue. It just really, it changes, it melts your heart, the support you have. And okay, I wasn't going to cry, but I might. So real quickly, next to me, Brad, who is this beautiful woman?
Mary Delgado.
Mary Delgado.
Hi.
And tell us a little bit about your role with the London Strong race and why you went to Brad.
Actually, one day I was sitting at work, and this was just shortly after London had passed, and I was registering for a race on my lunch break. And I thought to myself, why can't I run as fast as London? I'd love to be able to run as fast as London did. And then it dawned on me, we need to do a race for London. We have to do this. And I messaged Tina, and she's like, hang on just a minute. I'm working on getting a foundation going. And then I immediately messaged Brad rather than to wait for her response, because I knew I was going to make this happen either way. Had no idea it was going to turn into what it turned into.
So, we talk all the time about London's legacy and how this child speaks to not just mama, but speaks to people and comes to them. So for you, I think that's that child talking to you, and you knew exactly to call Brad, and you're like, Z formation, I'm not even waiting for Tina to get this foundation going. We're going to move forward. But if we could give the microphone back to Tina, I think this the community and your support system and your network, they came to you like nothing you've ever seen before.
Yes, like Brad said, it was overwhelming, the response. I couldn't keep up with it. And still to this day, it's been crazy looking back at the past year, what we've done. We are on AED number 8 and 9, which were given away at the race.
It's incredible. And I think you and I have had these, kind of sideline conversations where it has been so much for you and it's been so beautiful. But there have been times you've had to take a breath where you pass a baton, Kristen Ragsdale,
Right.
Amanda, Mary, Brad, and they take that baton and they go.
I couldn't do it without them. I need that support around me. It's too much for me.
It is.
There's a lot involved. People don't realize there's a lot involved behind the scenes. And when they go to the race this year, they're going to see I have a lot of things going. I have the Army coming out with the rock climbing wall. I have a hot air balloon ride. We have the Marines coming out. So there's a lot involved. Just people don't get to see that part of it, and it can be stressful. But with my friends, and the support around me, it helps.
And the volunteers and the
Right.
community and the people and the love. And actually now the legacy, because it is the education on heart health, first responders, how important these AEDs are for these organizations, for these facilities. And then it's also big on animals too.
Right. She had a love of animals, especially kitties. She's in the Humane Society too. She's got her own room now.
Oh my gosh.
It's a permanent room in the Tabbytown room, and she just loved kitties. And so we give to pet rescues too. And I have pet rescues coming. I have the Humane Society, Adopt a Pet.
Oh, great. I'm going to leave with a dog. I already feel it.
Flint City Pits is coming.
It's so amazing.
yeah.
So I'm going to give it to Brad real quickly. How can people register for the race? Can you give me some information? And how far is it? How long is it?
So it's a 5K.
Okay.
You can register online. So you can go to London Strong Foundation
Okay.
website. There's a registration link on there. You can also stop in Complete Runner.
Excellent.
Yeah, we have paper applications, so they can fill them out right there and put it in.
We do recommend you pre-register, and I will tell you why, because I didn't, and it does get a long line. I mean, it's just busy. So we recommend, because it's all organized, you can go and get your stuff, and it's already done. I mean, you welcome late registration, but you highly recommend pre-registering, correct?
Yeah, I
and
mean,
it's cheaper too, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there are price breaks, so getting that application in as soon as you can helps the race. We can plan accordingly, and so we have the medals and the shirts and everything ready for people that register. And then, like you said, picking up your stuff early is a good idea. So
Yes.
the day before at Complete Runner from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m., we do packet pickup.
Excellent.
So people can come in, they can pick up their number, they can pick up their shirt, they can, talk with everyone and see what about the course and what's going to be there, and just kind of settle in a little bit before the festivities the next day.
Excellent. Mary, how far is the race?
It's a 5K, so that's 3.1 miles. It's a beautiful trail. If you haven't been out to Greasy Bicentennial Park, you need to check it out. It's going to be a beautiful day, a beautiful run.
And that's right. It's at Bicentennial Park, which is located off of Hill Road. Is that, or Grand Blanc Road?
Grand Blanc Road, yeah.
Grand Blanc Road. And it's just a really special, beautiful day. And Mary is very fast. I remember her from last year. Mary, have you always been running?
I started running about 16 years ago. I used to absolutely hate running. But it gets in your blood, it becomes a thing. And this year I'm training for my first ultra marathon.
There's an ultra marathon, Mary?
There is.
That's an oxymoron. That's an ultra marathon. So real quickly, we'll give it back to my sweet Tina. Brad and Mary, pretty cool.
They're awesome. Amazing.
They are amazing. So we need you to sign up. And then also, as you can see, you guys have your London Strong blue on, but I've got my London Strong hot pink on
Right.
today.
We have new gear this year, a ton of it.
I love it. And then we've got water bottles, and there will be London Strong gear there for purchase.
Oh, a lot of it. Lots of new. We have a new logo out now, too. We have a new one. And what you're wearing, the hashtag London Strong, we have those, and then hats. We have a lot of stuff. So be prepared to go shopping.
So bring some dollars, because all of these dollars go to this really special foundation. And then do you have already organizations or facilities or people earmarked for the AED? Will you be announcing them at the end of the race? That's what you did last year.
Yes, well, the grant was out, and I just got the letters coming in yesterday, and I have a few in mind, and we're going to get the board together and see who's going to get it. But yeah, they will be presented at the race.
At the end.
Yep.
And then at the end, my friend and your friend, Kristen Ragsdale, will be waiting for our first place trophy, right, my darling? Yes. I stood there waiting last year, but is it okay to sprint the full 5K, Brad? No? I mean, I barely...
You can sprint it, you can walk it, you can do whatever you want.
You
Just
can
come
walk.
out and join us.
That's exactly right. Okay, one more time with the day.
It's going to be July 25th, which is a Thursday.
Okay.
And the children's run starts at 6 o'clock, and then the 5K starts at 6:30.
Can I sign up for the children's run? I don't even know what category. I'm very confused.
We also have virtual this year.
Oh.
Just so you know, we're virtual.
So I could just I could do it on my computer and run and race? I don't have to show?
Well, not
I'm just
exactly
confused.
like that.
I'm going to end with you, my darling. I can't even begin to tell you how much you inspire me, and you inspire... I mean, now it's a national thing. Before, it was here local. We knew your family, and it was such a tragedy for us at the local level. But what you have done and what you are doing, it's not easy. And so God bless you and these efforts and the lives that you are saving and that child. And you know how I feel about everything, but you are the strongest woman I know, and I know everyone says this to you, and it becomes very redundant to you, but I will never stop saying that to you. So for you, I'd like you to end what the AEDs, how many you have bought. Just give me some numbers, what you've done from beginning to end.
Right. So we are on number 8 and 9 that we're granting.
Wow.
And then we went to Puerto Rico and I fixed one out there. It was the only one that they had.
Yes.
The fire department had 2 and they
Okay.
were both in non-working order. So we put one of them in working order.
And that's why we say now it's becoming now a probably national, soon to be probably global effort, that will take a life on it of its own. But I have to say to you, my family members own a travel company that specialize in Ireland and British Isle trips. And one of my family members said there is not an AED on a train in Ireland. So that immediately I went, oh my gosh, I know what we're going to do. And this is how this thing has gotten so many legs, is because it just has built and built and built. So,
Well, if you go to the UK, they have them everywhere. The AEDs are everywhere. And when you call the police for help, they give you a code and it unlocks the AED.
wow.
So you get the AED immediately. I would love to bring that here to the States. That's actually on my list
On the
of
list.
to-dos. Yes.
Yes, boy, there's been a lot that's been happening. So kudos to you, and kudos to your beautiful team, and to Kristen Ragsdale. Is there anyone else you want to thank?
Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Lisa for making the shirts. She made the shirts for us too.
Excellent.
And
I know Amanda and your whole crew.
I have
your
so
team.
many. Yes, I have
Too
a lot
many.
of people.
Too many to announce. But get to that race. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Tina Eisenbeis.
you.
LondonStrongFoundation.org. Check it out. Complete runner. Court and Dort. Pre-register, get there, run the race. And even if you don't want to run, come on that day.
You can walk.
You can walk or you can attend, and there's so many vendors and great stuff to do. And now rock climbing,
Climbing wall.
and a balloon.
The hot air balloon, obstacle course, inflatable obstacle course. So, and we have a horse this year. It's a therapy horse.
A therapy horse.
So,
Excellent. Very good. All right. Well, my darling, LondonFoundation.org. You definitely are hope for Flint.